5 have been charged so far in the brutal mob beatdown of 3 adults in downtown Cincinnati. Police releasing the names of 2 suspects who were arrested today. Others, they don't know where they are. 34-year-old Montianez Merriweather and 24-year-old Dekira Vernon, both charged with felonious assault and aggravated rioting. Look, this was depraved and vicious. Anyone who watched this hideous video would agree. Of course, I warn you, it's graphic. This is animalistic. I mean, animals don't do this to each other. You know, it didn't stop there. They stomped all over both of those men, and then one of the thugs smashed a woman to the ground. She fell flat on the pavement, unconscious.
That's pretty much all we need to see here. So, yeah. Carrie, I'm not sure if you were familiar with everything that was going on.
I researched the wrong thing. I told him, I sent Enrique the topics you gave us, and we were over here talking about the disparity between the white population employment rate versus, I didn't know.
We're going to get into that. We're going to get into that. We're going to get into a little bit of that. But that is what happened in Cincinnati. As far as all of this, and then there's a lot more extended video of them saying, well, one white man threw the first punch or something like that, or not even through the first punch, through the first open hand slap or something, whatever. But anyways, he got stomped out, and his girl got beat the fuck up and knocked unconscious, and that's pretty much how it played out. What are y'all thoughts on this?
Gotta stay out the wolves, then. You got to. You can't put your woman in that predicament. Like, you cannot. It's 3 a.m. I don't understand why you there. I'm gonna be honest. Why are you there? Like, Cincinnati is like, it's rough, man. Like, dudes done got, ain't nobody safe. That's
Cincinnati.
Yeah, but like, when shit start to popping off, they take it there. I mean, ask T.I. You got ask T.I. He know
T.I. in Cincinnati.
Yeah, he lost a partner.
Oh,
yeah. They shot at him on the freeway, and they wouldn't things don't de-escalate in Cincinnati. This is just from what I seen. Shit just keep going left. Now, what I will say is, man, once you got somebody to a certain point, you don't got to keep hitting them. You know what I'm saying? Your message was clear. But I also will say this, like, it was more white people. You know what I'm saying? When it really like the pack, and then they just started letting them get their ass whooped. So that's what I don't understand. It's just like, yo, like, why you bounce on them? You standing right there in the midst of the shit. Then once he slapped the dude, like, y'all disperse. Y'all just let him get their ass beat. I don't understand that part. You say what?
Sorry. White people and black people fight different.
No, they don't.
Yeah, they do. Yes, they
no,
do.
No, the fuck they don't.
Yes, they do. And
Molly,
black people because black people are quick to jump somebody, first off.
Man,
and then we handle everything with violence. Even when we little, we taught they hit you, hit them back. It don't matter how. It ain't no such thing as a fair fight. Do it how you got to do it. And then they always want to jump somebody.
People who fight, and that there's no. It's not guarded by race.
They didn't have to get jumped.
They probably. I can't even say that.
Jumped. I don't care what race they are. I'm just saying.
I'm not talking about no race. I'm just saying, like,
you know,
I'm just saying in general.
You fight in the hood. White people don't fight like that. They not.
Are you nuts?
We are raised off of fighting. What do you mean?
Are you nuts?
I know where I was from. You will get beat up or jumped just by looking at somebody or by stepping on their shoe. Look at them the wrong way, step on their shoe, bump into them. Come
That's not
on.
what you
You
said
probably
though,
get
Molly.
shot.
That's not what you
I'm
said,
just
Molly.
saying though, like it didn't have to go as far as it did, in my
Molly,
opinion.
Molly, you said white people don't
Oh, dude
fight
on the
like that.
video got sucker
That is
punched. He didn't even
not
see that
true.
coming. That was not necessary.
You
You
can't
don't have to
tell
if
hounds.
somebody is
You can't tell
already
hounds how to
at
stop.
somebody, you randomly come behind and just sucker punch somebody.
They
Come on
did beat
now.
the fuck out of a girl too, bro. They knocked her
Yeah.
unconscious. Like
That's why I
it,
said you
like
gotta keep your girl.
I'll
You
tell you
gotta
this,
keep your
bro.
girl in safety. You cannot put your hands on
But
nobody
see,
when
here's the
you in
thing
that
though, Slimmy.
situation.
Here's this thing though, Slimmy. When I said a long time ago when they did that riverboat brawl, I forgot what it was. It was like a Birmingham riverboat brawl or some
The
shit like
Alabama brawl, yeah.
That's what I
Alabama
thought
brawl.
about.
And I said, yo, you can't let your girl jump in. Get her the fuck out of the way.
Exactly.
And stuff. Everybody jumped down my, well, I ain't gonna say that because I was about to say pause. Everybody got on me about that shit and was trying to make it seem like I was crazy because I said, yo, girl need to get the fuck out of there. And
No,
everybody, no, she need to jump
no,
in.
you always keep your girl out the
She need to
arena. Hell
participate.
no.
And then I said, no, because it makes it more of a liability. And now, not only do I got to make sure you good, I still got to fight my own battle too. Everybody was saying that I was wrong on that. And I'm like, no, you know what I'm saying? Get the girl out of there. Girls shouldn't be in that type of situation because all they're gonna become is a liability, and you ain't gonna be able to control it. People was saying that I was crazy because I said that the woman should not be in there and they shouldn't even be around you at that time where something is popping off. And that's 100%. You know, I should bring it back up. I should bring up the old video. I don't have it queued up, but I should bring up the old video. And people said I was crazy about that.
Well, the thing is, like, he put his girl in harm's way when he slapped the dude. Why would you do that? I'm not saying it's right, but at the same time, why the fuck are you? Okay, first off, you got to be situationally aware of where the fuck you at and who the fuck you around at all times. I don't care how drunk you get. I done been pretty tipsy in other cities, but I guarantee you, once I get to a certain point, I'm like this. Who's around me? This dude's still talking. You talking to these three dudes in front of you because you see this white dude right here. You see this white dude right here. You see this white dude right there. They not gonna fucking protect you. They're not going to fucking protect you once you hit the fan. That's the problem with the situation. You can't rely on everybody else to think that they gonna jump in and save you. You slap the man. I don't care what nobody think. You got to keep your hands to your fucking self, because you can't tell somebody when enough is enough just because they whooping on you. So he slapped that dude. That opened up a can of worms. And I'm not saying it's the right thing, but what I'm saying is, why, if you there with a woman, would you put her in harm's way by slapping somebody instead of just leaving? Like, I'm not. These dudes all shouting. Like, it's too many people around. I'm just like, hey man, I'm about to get her and I'm about to go. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. That's a simple solution. Y'all got it. But you can't slap somebody and then think you're gonna be safe. I just don't I don't understand how. I don't know. I don't understand, man. I just don't understand how you slap somebody and think the shit is about to be good. I just don't understand it.
Quinn, no thoughts at all?
I rebuke.
Carrie, thoughts?
I thought it was interesting just now because now I'm on topic. They said that
Carrie, I just can't believe that you just be completely oblivious to everything that
listen,
happens over the weekend.
you
Are you
you know how you
telling me that you are in such a bubble that you don't be getting no insight? Who are your friends? Nobody be talking about it. Like, Carrie, you ain't seen this. I'm gonna send this to you. What is going on, Carrie? Your kids don't say, Mom, this is crazy. Let me Show you this.
No. I mean, usually I know some stuff because I've scrolled through something or somebody has sent me something, but not as often as you would think, especially not this. So yeah, no. That's why when I saw it in the topic, I was like, Cincy, what's
That's why I
happening
said,
there?
so Carrie, you're my inspiration for start giving the topics as early as possible so that you can know
And you see,
you.
I researched the wrong part. So
Oh my God, Carrie, I
um
can't believe you that you just so out of it. Jesus
I
Lord.
am. I
Come
am
with
indeed.
Clav. Do not
I
play
am.
about. Come with Clav. Do not play. She
That's
know who I'm
why.
talking to.
Is she up here? Is Kim here?
Who?
She in the chat. She in the chat.
No, Kim
Oh,
is not here right now. I would
She
have
in the
her up
chat.
here if Kim was here. What you
She in the
talking
chat. She talking shit in the chat. She talking to you, Carrie.
what'd she say? What'd she
She
say?
said, "Don't
Kim,
feel
what'd she
bad.
say?
She didn't know about the whole incident
Thank
either."
you, Kim. Thank
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Thank
What
you.
is going on? I don't understand it.
Y'all
Man,
have to start watching the Millionaire Morning Show with Anton Daniels. He covers all the
I do be
hottest
talking about
topics.
everything.
I catch Anton's show a lot. That's another way that I get some of the stuff that's happening. But
Carrie,
yeah.
you listen. Here's the thing. Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why it's important, right? For a normal everyday person, it's not important. I am 100% with you. But Carrie, you got a job to do.
But
You gotta know what's going on in the streets if you're gonna do your job.
well, I know what's going on in some streets, just not the same streets as y'all. Like, I know what's going on in some other.
Jesus. Carrie, you gotta know what's happening on the internet so you can
That's
be
why I
In the
like
targeted.
that you're
streets.
sending us. I like that you're sending us the topics. If you could send them even earlier, that'd be even great. Even better. But nonetheless, what I do think is interesting now that I did look something up, the Cincinnati police chief, Teresa, whatever her last name is, she said that there was only one 911 call made despite over 100 people being present. I thought that
Yeah.
was kind of crazy. She said that, there's all these people filming, but nobody thought to call for help. And then
They lucky I
around,
wasn't there.
why would you have called or filmed?
Yeah, I'd have called. I'd have been like, you all right over there, Quentin?
The fuck? Man,
Yeah,
that looks crazy.
I would have called. 100% I would call.
And then they said a roving task force had ended its shift around 2 a.m., approximately an hour before. So there's raising questions about police deployment and downtown safety.
Well,
So,
they've arrested 5 people. So that's number one. I will tell you that because I watched the press conference from the police chief. They've arrested 5 people. All right.
is one a girl? I saw
JD
somebody
Vance commented
24.
about it, and he said the thugs need to be prosecuted. I'm trying to think, is there any other details that I left out? But I guess the whole thing is, well, let me tell you why I would call the police, right? And this is what's so dangerous about it because even when we used to scrap back in the day or in the hood and stuff like that, the problem with the whole situation is that we got away with some things because we didn't know what we don't know. So I'll give you an example. My homeboy, and I think I might have told this on the Millionaire Morning Show before. My homeboy, he had got into it with a guy on the porch, and he just hit him one time, and the guy fell. And then he shut the door and went in the house. They came out the next morning, that nigga was still in the same position. He had knocked him out, and I don't know if he had hit his head or what, but he died.
Woo!
Died. That guy died. Yep. And I think they had got into it about something, a girl or something. I don't know what it was about. But when he hit him, I guess he fell, and I don't know if he hit his head or what, but he was found in the same location the next morning when they came out the door. And so I've realized, because I've seen people hit their head, I've seen a guy get hit and he was going into a seizure and all kind of shit, right? And so now that I'm older, because again, like I was saying, we don't know what we didn't know. We didn't know how dangerous we had got into shit. Now I consider myself a citizen. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a person from the hood. I don't look at myself from that lens. I look at it from a citizen's perspective. Now, I am still situationally aware, so I'm not jumping in anything. I don't give a fuck what happens. I'm not getting myself physically involved, but I will call, get an ambulance on the phone. You know what I'm saying? Something like that, because I still look at the human aspect of it like, yo, I know y'all don't give a fuck because y'all out there scrapping and fighting, but this lady just got hit and she fell on the back of her head and she was knocked out. You know what I'm saying? So I look at it from a human perspective, and that I don't want nobody to die. I don't want to be going home, look at the news and say, oh, and this person died or whatever, and nobody called the police. I don't want that on my conscience. You know what I'm saying? So I just look at things from that lens, like, all right, you know what I'm saying? I would at least call the police. But people not like, you can't be that dismissive as a human being to where you can see somebody and you don't call the police. I want the police to come just from a safety perspective. Not only that,
Yeah.
you know, in addition to the actual physical altercation, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I look at it from that lens. I always just look at it from a citizen's perspective.
So I got a question for y'all. The chief indicated alcohol likely played a significant role and is investigating whether bars overserved individuals involved. How much of the responsibility of this, if they find out that they did overserve, do you think the
None,
bars should have
nothing.
to assume?
I don't think it's got nothing to do with none of that. 100%. Man, people gotta be responsible for themselves. We can't keep trying to blame the bar because you went and bought some drinks and you drunk. Like, you don't know, you can't prove that. You can't prove he didn't drink some of his homegirls' drinks or his homeboys' drinks. Like, you know, you can't prove that he didn't go to the store after that and was drinking some additional drinks. You can't, like, you don't know. So I don't believe that it should be anybody's responsibility except for the parties that got into it or participated. That's it. I don't think that any establishment, I don't even like that when that happens, when they say, oh, they holding the establishment accountable because he wound up drinking and driving. Like, it's not my responsibility to babysit you. You know, I don't like that, because now you're putting morality clauses in the bartender's hands, and that's bullshit to me. I don't agree with that. I don't like that. Oh, it was a drunk
Yeah, the bar
driver.
didn't have nothing to do with that shit.
We're gonna go and get the bar. That, I think that's more performative. I think that is more like I want to satisfy the people and look good, so I'm gonna
Make
go
it
after the
sound
bar
better.
and the establishment. I don't think that shit is. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So I'm not a fan of that.
Yeah, it is more footage. It is more footage, and you see a clear angle
Yeah,
of
but
him
I don't.
slapping.
I don't want to play that part.
Oh
Only
yeah,
because
no.
I would say for the
But
news.
but
I don't
the
want to
the
deep dive
the the
into
actual
it.
start of the altercation, is longer, and you can hear the dude talking. The dude who initially filmed it, he recorded the whole thing. You can hear this dude talking, and it was cool at first. Like, I guess I don't know. I don't understand how it got to be to where they was getting jumped by so many people. So I don't
Because
know what took place initially.
all it takes is one person who's in the background to throw a random punch, and then it starts. Like,
No, well, that
I,
wait.
I've been that didn't happen.
No, the white dude
Oh,
slapped the black dude.
oh,
Yeah, the
he hit
white dude
somebody
slapped the black dude.
first.
It's see, the problem is it's more white dudes around. So he probably
Okay.
felt safe doing that. I don't know why, but he probably felt
Oh,
safe.
so
He
he
probably
hit
felt safe
first.
because it's like 5 or 6 white dudes around.
How
But
many black people were around? Was it more?
uh, about
It was a
nine,
Cincinnati. It was a Cincinnati Jazz Fest. So
Oh,
nine.
yeah,
that's okay. So then I'm not shocked. That, like, yeah, that makes sense what we saw then.
yeah.
But the
Because people
problem
will
with it
people
is,
will jump into that and not even know what's going on. They'll just jump in just because.
I don't want to say like people was randomly jumping in because all these people seem like they was associated, and then including the white
Together.
dudes, including the white dudes. But the problem is the white dudes build on them.